So in the encapsulation, I was telling you regarding the binding of attributes, binding of two things, that is binding of attributes and binding of methods in the class, right? Binding of methods and binding of attributes in a specific class. And this particular binding process is called as encapsulation. Okay, so I also gave you an example regarding the class, that how the class is being combining the attribute and the methods. Now what we are saying is, we are saying that encapsulation is what? Encapsulation is data hiding. We are hiding the data with the help of encapsulation. Now with the help of encapsulation, when we are hiding the data, we also say that abstraction is also doing the same thing. Now for that particular reason, I told you that what we are doing, we are hiding the data here with a specific reason of privacy. But in abstraction, we were also hiding the data, but the reason was we are hiding the unnecessary information from the person. So here what we are going to do is, we are going to see how each object methods manage its own attributes. Now we just take an example. We have a class that is lady. The attributes of this class are age and the salary, right? So these are the two attributes for the class lady, and the methods are get age and set salary. Now with the help of this method, we are going to get the age of the lady, specific lady, and the salary. Now in this you can say that if you have a class, this particular class as lady class, you have two things. You have attributes out here and the methods out here. You are going to write the attributes as age and salary. Then you are going to write get age, set salary in methods out here, right? And this is attributes, and this is the class as lady. So this is how you are combining these two things, attributes and salary, in a class. This particular attribute and method, that is get age, set salary, age and salary, are being hidden from the other outside world. Okay, so that is called as the encapsulation. Now this is a simple diagram which can make you or help you to understand it in an easier way. That is, it is just an example. We have a capsule, right? We take it as a capsule in which some powder medicine is filled, right? So that particular process of hiding this medicine from the outside world is what is the process of encapsulation. Okay, now in this, what we have, when we talk about the object oriented, we consider it as class. We take these green dots as variables, that is the attributes, and these particular red as the methods, and these are being binded together to form the class, and this process is called as the encapsulation. So data is kept hidden which cannot be accessed directly outside the object, although it is available in the same program. So it cannot be accessed directly. If if a method is called in other class, that will not be accessed directly, though this particular is defined, this particular method is defined in the same program, still you cannot access it directly. That particular process is hiding, and hiding for the purpose of privacy, right? This is called as encapsulation. Now the object maintains privacy of the data members. That is what I'm saying, and I'm telling you that this is for the purpose of privacy. The object is maintaining the privacy for the data members. However, the changes that take in method don't affect the other objects. If there is a change in the method, it is not going to affect the other objects, right? So this particular is called as the process of encapsulation. I hope your encapsulation is clear to you all. Now moving to the fourth pillar, that is called as the polymorphism. What is this polymorphism? Poly means, these are two words. Poly means many. I say that poly means many, and morph means form, right? So this is what this is termed as polymorphism, as many forms. in many forms. So you must have, you know the English words, and there are so many English words which has the same spelling, the same pronunciation, but still you have a different meaning for a one word. So those particular words are considered here. So that means that particular has many forms. If I say duck, I have taken an example of duck, right? Duck is a bird, one thing. The other meaning for duck is what? This is in the cricket. You all must be knowing this. One meaning is duck is bird, and the other meaning is what? In the cricket, when you know, there's a rule which is called as duck. So that particular has two meanings, and this is one word. So this one word has many forms. This is called as what? This is called as polymorphism. So polymorphism is the ability of an object to take on many forms. Whenever the object takes many forms, that particular is termed as polymorphism. Now moving further, polymorphism means that the same method we are talking about here of the method will behave differently when it is applied to the objects of different class. If we are using the methods in different classes, then those two methods are different. It can have same meaning, it can have same word method, or but it does not work in the same way. It has different way of behaving. So that is what the polymorphism is. It also means that the different methods associated with different classes can interpret the same message in different ways. So we can also say that if we have different methods which are associated with the different classes, they can have the same message which is displayed in a different manner or a different way. Example we are taking, an object can send a message print. If there is an object and it is sending a message print to several objects, to several other objects, then each one will use its own print method to execute the message. Now it will, all the objects are using the same message as print, but it has different ways and different methods of executing the same message as print. So this is what this is. Print has many forms. So this is called as the polymorphism. We can also take an example with the coding part. Polymorphism is support the function overloading. It is the process of using function method for more than one purpose. That means what we are doing, we can use the function or method for more than one process, and that particular is called as overloading. Now function overloading we are going to understand in the polymorphism. What is it? When we have same name but different parameters of methods or functions, that particular is called as function overloading. Example, public show, we have this as void, no parameter is passed in this. But this is public show and parameter, one parameter is passed in it, that is int a, integer type a is passed. So that we are going to understand with this help of this example. See, this is class poly. I have just discriminated it with the colors. Void display. This is void display. SOP is I am without parameter. Okay. So void display is without parameters. It is void. It is written void. Void display int a. Here the parameter is int a. One parameter is there. So when we are calling this, it will be differently. That is p dot display. This is different, and p dot display 18. This is different. This is relating to this, the same color, because one parameter as a is what? Integer type a. So a value as 18. So this is this, and this is going to be as this one. So this is how with no parameter this is being passed. So this is called as what? This is called as polymorphism, and this is called as function overloading. That we are going to understand in detail when we are going to do the coding part also. But this is how the polymorphism is displayed in the form. Let's say there is one function called as volume. So it can be in different ways. It can be called in different ways. That is volume. Again, no return type, no attribute, volume int a, one parameter is there, volume float a, one parameter is there and the data type is different. This is float and this is int, and volume int A and int B. That means here two parameters are being passed. So these are working as differently in the same program. So this is called as polymorphism. That means one type can play a different role. One same name can have a different form of it. So this is called as polymorphism, and that's all for this today's session. Thank you very much, and we will meet